G'day folks, welcome to another vid. If you're like us, the one thing that we can't stand when we go bush is getting attacked by bugs, midgies, mozzies and all that type of stuff, particularly when we go to sleep at night in humid areas where we want to lift the tailgate and get some fresh air and ventilation going through the van. So we have sourced this pretty neat rear fly screen for the van. We got it from Southern Spirit Campervans up in Queensland, and it's Aussie made, folks, which is a bonus and something we like to support with our van build. Now, what we like about this screen is that it's Australian made, and we love supporting anything that's made in Australia. Particularly these vans start to evolve in this country. Anyway, the good news is there are some instructions that come with the kit. Now, if I can do it, anyone can do it. So what we're going to do is go through the instructions and see how we go. Number one, unpack the fly screen and lay it on a flat surface, making sure that you're familiar where the top and bottom is of the screen. So let's do that. Okay, I've enlisted my helper here. I'm the helper. Olga. And I've also enlisted her because if I get this wrong, then I can't be blamed for it. So Olga's going to approve everything I'm doing, yeah? All right, let's go. Let's get
opportunity for improvement.
OFI. That's another thing, folks. We've got this new product called OFIs, Opportunity for Improvement, which means whenever you get encouraged to do something different as a bloke, take it as an OFI. Okay? Anyway, let's lay this out.
Yeah, I'll follow orders. Go around there?
Yep, grab it out there. So you can see the zippers are down the bottom, and that's the way it's going to go in the van. So we've got this the right way. Okay, cool. Righto, the next step, according to the instructions, is to mark on your vehicle at the sliding rear door entry at least every 50 centimetres the original sliding door rubber and panel position, so that when you replace the rubber it's going to be in the same position. So let's go and do that. Alright, so every 50 centimetres, here we go. Right there. And I'm going to do that all the way around. Righto, next thing we're going to do is take off the rubber seal. So we're going to do this very slowly and carefully. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is just get a cloth and actually clean all the way around, because over time, this vehicle's a few years old now, we get a bit of dust and things like that in there, so we're going to make sure the surface is nice and clean. So we'll do that. Get a cloth. Yeah. Just go around, get that nice clean. It's actually a good time actually to check for any corrosion and things like that. And if I had my polish with me, I'd probably give it a polish, but I don't. But anyway, I'll go through, do that all the way around. Oh, I can see the dust coming off that. Bit of outback dust. Now, one thing that's not in the instructions that the lovely Pia, who owns the business, told me when I rang her, was that you can actually remove the rear taillight cover, not all the way, but just enough to be able to slide the netting underneath to get a much more better fit. So we'll do that using my famous Leatherman. Now this Leatherman has been with me everywhere. Cuts trees down, I eat things with it. Sometimes you can actually use it to, for Olga might be able to use it also for doing your nails from time to time in the bush. Anyway. Alright, so that just comes off enough for us to, fit the screen in. So we'll do that. We've done that. We'll do it on the other side as well. Right, so now we're going to place the fly screen around the frame of the vehicle. Let's do it. Olga, you just jump on that side. Oh yeah, we've got these little ball clips, and that's the whole thing's in position until we get the rubber clamp or seal around it. So let's go around there. So we want to get it in a position where it doesn't interfere with the rear door closing assembly down the bottom here, and it's nice and even, and the edges are both about the same, so make it nice and level. How's that look, Olga?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, good there. Alright, so how about put a peg on the side there, and I'll get some more pegs. or ball clips. Yep. We can adjust that, so adjust it down a bit. That's it. Right, and you can see there's a bit of excess that's going to occur here, but we can cut that down to size later on. So what I'm going to do now, starting on the left-hand side, is reseat that rubber, making sure we line up with the points that we've marked previously. So we'll start doing that. And when you're putting it in, you want to carefully do it so you get a nice firm finish on the fly screen. The thing with these seals, you don't want to take them on and off too often. So you want to make sure you try and do it once, because this is very important in keeping water out of the vehicle and dust. So it hasn't been too difficult so far. The netting's nice and thin. And I'm just going all the way around and just gently moulding it back on. Righto, that wasn't too hard at all. I think it's a two-person job to get it nice and taut, but you know, it's wasn't difficult at all. One of the things I'm going to do, and again, this is a recommendation by the people who built it, so Pia, thank you for this recommendation. We're just going around and just actually with your finger and thumb just tightening it up, the actual clamping it, and it seems to give it, make sure you get that seal in there again. So we'll do that all the way around. And I'm also just going to really make sure that's on, press it all the way. Righto, fly screen installed. The last step, according to the instructions, is just trim away the netting that you don't need as close as you can to the rubber moulding that goes around the vehicle. Now, you can use something like a plastic cutting board, a real thin one, or in my case, I'm just going to use an old credit card that's got no money in it anyway. So, and we're out in the bush, so you've got to adapt, overcome, and get stuck into it. So let's do that. So what I'm doing, I'm putting the plastic up against the paintwork and then just cutting it nicely, as close as you can to the rubber. And I'll do that all the way around. There you go, folks, all done. That took us around about an hour, and now all we're going to do is zip up these zippers and get the approval by the general manager. So speaking of which, GM, here she comes. Olga. Alright, let's do this. So one zipper on each side. And the good thing is they've got little straps here, so you can roll it up. Teamwork. And voila. Well, I reckon, what do you reckon, Olga?
Look, you know, I'm a fan. I am impressed.
I've done good.
You done good.
We done good. Well, there you go, folks. All we can do now is give this product the 4motion Adventures thumbs up. And now we're going to get out there, get stuck into it, not for the love of bugs, but for the love of travel.